Hello, students. How are you all? I hope you all are very fine and fantastic. Okay, children. So, as you know that our bridge course has been started. Okay. So, in the previous video, we discussed some points. We discussed some points regarding the French Revolution. Okay, children. So, in that video, what we discussed about the French Revolution, why the French Revolution has been taken place, and children, what are the important reasons for the French Revolution. These many points we have covered along with the introductory part of the French Revolution. Okay, children. So, in the introductory part, we discussed what we discussed, children. So, putting an end to the dictatorial role of their kings and for the establishment of a social political system that is based on equality and democracy was the main purpose of the French Revolution. Due to the French Revolution proved as an example for the political revolts in various other nations of the world. Okay, so along with this, children, we discussed what we discussed, children. We discussed about the social reasons. Okay, so here, along with the social reasons, I have introduced you about economic reasons, political reasons, and influence of the French thinkers. So these many points I have introduced to you, but I only discussed about the social reasons. Sorry, children, social reasons. Okay, so once again I am going to highlight about the social reasons. Well, children, social reasons were like this. In the French society, inequality was prevalent each and everywhere. Okay, so this was not tolerated by the humans or the citizens of the France. So this was a really very bad condition, and this was really inhuman, children. So the pain of this inequality turned into a burning rage in the hearts of the citizens and led to the French Revolution. Okay, children. So inequality was prevalent in the French society, which was not tolerated by the citizens of the France. Due to this, the war has been taken place. Okay, so what along with this, what type of conditions were there prevalent in the society? Well, children, before the revolution, there were three classes in the French society. The first class that has consisted of clergy. So the first class that consisted of clergy. Clergy means, children, religious leaders, popes. Okay, religious leaders who belong to church. Okay, and the second was that of aristocrats. The second class, this consisted of the rulers who have the power of governing, and the third class consisted of the ordinary citizens. So like this, the society was divided. But children, I already said you, there was inequality in what sense? Well, children, the first two classes enjoyed all the facilities and were few in numbers. Okay, so along with this, children, they exempted from paying any taxes. They did not pay any kind of taxes. They led a luxurious life, the first class and the second class. But children, the life of the third class was really very miserable one, children. So here you can see that the ordinary people was deprived of all the facilities. They were not allowed to get a basic facilities. So in this ordinary people, who were there? Well, children, intellectuals, then agriculturists, laborers, and professionals were there in this class. Okay, so children, their income was very less and they were asked to pay more taxes. Okay, so here their life was in a bad condition. Okay, children, and these people does not does not have any kind of respect in the society. Okay, they had no political rights and had to tolerate insult. Okay, children. So along with this, they did not have any kind of religious and political rights or any kind of freedom was there. So this were the people who were very much unhappy in the France, and they were eagerly waiting for an opportunity to overthrow the old system. Okay, so here this was all about the social reasons. So what about the economic reasons? Before moving to the economic reasons, let us know what was the economic condition of the France. Well, children, France became very much poor due to the foreign wars of Louis XIV, the 7 wars of Louis XV, and other expensive wars that has been taken place in the reign of during the period of Louis XVI. So the royal treasury that became empty. So why it has become empty, children? Because due to the extravagant expenses of the queen. Her name was Maria Antoinette. So here, to get rid of this condition, people wanted a change, and this resulted into a French Revolution. Okay, so children, here you can see that in the economic reason, France was an agriculture dominated nation. Means agriculture was more in practice, children. In spite of advances in agricultural practices, production lagged behind because due to the modern technology has not been used in the agriculture sector. Here production was less. Okay, the yield from the land was really very low because the modern technology has not been used, no children. So due to this reason, here what happened here, from the agriculture, the productivity was less. Okay, the farmers were the most affected. So here modern technology has not been used for the agricultural purposes, children. The yield was also very much low. Due to this reason, farmers were affected very much for this situation. And here famines were frequent. Famines nowadays you saw that, children. The pandemic is there, corona disease is there. So like this only, so many famines has been occurred at that time. As a result, there used to be revolts and riots for food. So agriculture was not also giving any kind of good yield. So in such condition, the revolt has been taken place. Each and everyone wanted food. Industries were under the control of trade unions. Due to internal strife and interference from authorities, the development of these unions was sluggish. It was really very much stopped. Hence, production was very much low. So here in such kind of condition, there was a necessary for the French Revolution. Okay, so this was all about the economic reasons. When the terms come for to write about the economic reasons, children, you have to write that agricultural yield was not good due to severe famines frequently occurred. Due to this reason, here you can see that, children, the rights or the farmers were unhappy. Lack of food was there. Industries there were under the control of the trade unions. So all these were the main economic reasons for French Revolution. Okay, so we will move forward, children. So, what are the 3 economic crises that caused the French Revolution? Well, crisis like, children, here you can see that primarily because of the inefficient and unfair tax structure. Inefficient and unfair tax structure was there because the first and the second class, these were not asked to pay the taxes. Only ordinary people, they were asked to pay the taxes. As you know that, children, ordinary people, they having less income and taxes were more. And as you know that, children, when the terms come for the agriculture resulted into failure because modern technology has not been used. Isn't it true, no, children? So outdated medieval bureaucratic institutions and a drained treasury. So due to the war that has been waged by the royal kings and Maria Antoinette. So her lifestyle was totally different, children, and she wanted to lead a luxurious life all the time. Her expenses were more. Due to this reason, it resulted into the drain of treasury, which was the result of aiding the Americans during the American Revolution, long wars with England, overspending, and an inequitable tax system which placed the burden. So these were the three economic crises or causes which caused the French Revolution. Okay, I hope up to here the concept is clear. So we will move forward. So what were the political causes? What are the main political causes for the outbreak of the French Revolution? Well, children, before knowing the political reasons, let us have who were ruling the France. Well, children, France was ruled by the Bourbon dynasty. Bourbon dynasty was Bourbon dynasty was governing the France. Louis XVI became the king. So here, children, Louis XVI, he was an inexperienced king. He lived in a grand palace at Versailles with members of the royal family and courtiers. Okay. So children, he always wished to lead a life of luxury and wasteful expenditure. So children, he was not bothered about the routine administrative work. So as you know that he was really very inexperienced and he did not pay any attention to the administrative system. Okay, he had a queen named Maria Antoinette. So as before only I said you that, children, Maria Antoinette, she always loved to lead a luxurious life. Okay, so what was her roles here? Who was the Princess of Austria? She was squandering money for her personal indulgences and festivals. She had no concern for the problems of the people. She was interfering in the administration of the nation. People hated her since she was a foreigner and had no love for the French people. The king could not control her. Eventually, the situation went beyond control and led to revolution. So, these were the background condition which resulted for the French Revolution. Along with this, children, the aristocracy of the kings, defective administration, lack of efficiency in the administration, extravagancy means more expenses. Okay, the power of the court, disability and unworthiness of the rulers, burden of taxes, character of the queen. Okay, so these were the main important reasons which resulted for the French Revolution. Okay, children. So along with this, children, the French Revolution occurred for various reasons, including poor economic policies, poor leadership, and exploitative political and social structures. The political causes of the French Revolution included the autocratic monarchy, bankruptcy, and extravagant spending of royals. So, all these situations which resulted for the French Revolution. Okay, so in this particular video, children, we discussed about the social reasons. So when the terms come for the social reasons, children, what we learnt? Yes, we learnt that the society, the condition of the French society was not good, which resulted into the French Revolution. Okay, the society was divided into three classes, that is first, second, and third. So the first class, this consisted of the clergy. The second class, which comprises the aristocrats, and the third, that was ordinary people. So the clergy means here the religious leaders. The second one, aristocracy, means here children what you saw, that the ruling people. And the third, that is ordinary people. In that ordinary people, intellectuals were there, agriculturalists were there. These were unhappy people, and they were eagerly waiting to revolt against the government. Okay, so these were some social reasons. And when the terms come for the economic reasons, children, what we saw that here, the agricultural practice, when the people were engaged in the agricultural practice, modern technology has not been used. Due to this reason, there was not good yield in the agricultural sector. Okay, so here you can see that children, several famine has been occurred. Due to this reason, there was lack of food, and each and everyone wanted a change. Due to this reason, there was a French Revolution, and industrial development was not there, children. Each and everyone's interference was there. Okay, so when the terms come for the political reasons, here you saw that children, France was ruled by the Bourbon dynasty, and Louis XVI, he became the king of the France, but he was inexperienced. And children, here you can see that he always loved to lead a luxurious life. And along with this, children, here his wife, her name was Maria Antoinette, was the Princess of Austria. She did not have any love and concern regarding the French people, and she always indulged in to lead a expensive and a luxurious life, which was not tolerated by the common people, children. Okay, people hated her because she was a foreigner. Okay, all were this resulted into a French Revolution. Okay, so in this particular video, we discussed about the social reasons, economic reasons, and political reasons. And in the next video, we are going to discuss about the influence of the French thinkers. So these points we are going to cover in the next video. Up to here, what I taught you, I hope this has been understood by you. If you have any query, if you have any doubts, you can contact me on my WhatsApp number. Thank you for watching this, children. Take care of yourself.